motivation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars, C5, just incredible. Hunger Flow 2, it's easy. Incredible. Legends on 3, 2, 1, get some.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. Kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's up to the 43. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. They will run straight ahead with Swift. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. 11 yards for number 11. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
25 yards there on the catch and run. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. There's Chris Olave. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Carr. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, 40 yards. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Flushed out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
As Shaheed going to go in motion.
On third and long, it's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, Carr. And that is incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Carr. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Kill. 29.
From the gun, it's Carr.
through the middle of the field. Inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 62 yards. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. They're probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42.
63. Hey, 73.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
What's up?
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Taking it right down Broadway. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown.
Just more of the same here. That's back-to-back catches for him to start the drive. They've looked his way quite a bit, and with good reason, as this duo picks up yet another 1st down.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And they'll accept that penalty. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. Did you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions? You may have given them credit so they can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one won't stop to the most uneven. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. With these hands and two. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't faze me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. For the Saints, Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Great, set. Silver, set.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got it at the 15.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back.
Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my guy. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
694. Okay, later, 2.
Now Carr.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
You're mine.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right down.
And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now Carr. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
6-18.
Here's Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. 2nd and 5. Olave holds it in. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Hey, we're good. 7:34. That's it.
Carr. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number 1.